Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2019 mid-month general readings. Thank you for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers and first-timers, and welcome back to any followers and subscribers. And thank you for those of you who take the time to tune in and for sending in all your support, feedback, and comments. Always a big note of gratitude to all of my clients out there as well, regular and new. You guys keep me so busy, always so busy with personal readings. It's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you. It's a joyful kind of busyness as well, and I am most grateful for the opportunity to read for all of you. As many of you know, if you are interested in scheduling a personal reading with me, you can get more info and contact details by clicking on the description link below or the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. You can email me directly at maggie_McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I can usually respond to your initial inquiry within the first 24 hours, and setting up the actual reading is pretty timely too. I do readings full-time, 6 days a week. It is all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent with working with your schedule in mind to get you readings as quickly as possible. So shoot me an email if you're interested. We'll go from there. Okay, let's move right into this reading. This is for the air sign of Aquarius for the remainder of May 2019. The air sign of Aquarius for the last couple of weeks of May 2019. Remember that general readings always resonate a little differently for everybody. So if you know your rising sign, moon sign, Venus sign, watch those as well. It can provide extra pieces of the picture, more additional clarification. Aquarius. Aquarius, we begin with the Tower, followed by the King of Pentacles. Next to that, we have the Nine of Wands, followed by the Queen of Swords, your energy. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and focus for the remainder of May is the Four of Cups. I'm chuckling because right when I was saying your primary energy over the last couple of weeks and focus is a lack of focus. The Four of Cups, your overall energy. This is a card of feeling kind of blah. Feeling very unplugged, very unenthusiastic, even if your current environment or situation is good and the cups imply that it is, maybe another opportunity or offer being offered to you. For some reason, you feel maybe apathetic about it. The shine has worn off. You're looking at things, but you're not reaching out to take anything. So it sometimes can represent just feeling very blah, bored perhaps. Maybe you've lost a sense of gratitude for what you have. You're just feeling disconnected. The thing is with this Tower card energy, which usually represents a significant life-changing event or a real game changer, I feel like some of you, because this is the first card that came out, and I am doing these right before the middle of May, it could be that this is something which is recently occurring or is ongoing now. And sometimes when we go through a very challenging period, because the Tower card often, not always, I mean it can represent, you know, receiving the marriage proposal or winning the lottery or something like that, but it often represents an unexpected event that happens which shakes up something that you thought was solid, stable, and reliable, or something that was going to be in place for some time. It makes a lot of people kind of clench up when they see it. But even if it represents the loss or breaking down of something you don't want to be lost or broken down, it usually represents, it always represents that it's basically a blessing in disguise, that it leads to your joy and fulfillment. It breaks something down which was flawed inherently in order for something new and solid to be built up. That's the key to understanding and utilizing energies of cards like death or transformation. And the Tower is understanding that even if the unexpected is something challenging or difficult or painful, it's actually putting you on a path to joy and fulfillment by clearing the way, even if it doesn't feel like that. It's major arcana energies, God, Spirit, the angels, and guides. It's a bolt of lightning. We have no control over this. Roll with it. It will make getting through it easier and quicker. And also the thing that I was reminded of by another reader is often, even in other decks where the Tower is portrayed in a different artistic way, everything on a tarot card is symbolic. And the one thing too that I like about a lot, not all, but a lot of tarot card variations is that even though you see the bolt of lightning, even though you see the storm, the clouds, the hurricane, it's temporary. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end on a very practical level. Behind it and above it is still that beautiful clear sky, is still that moon, is still the sun, is still the stars. They're still there. This is coming because it's necessary, but it will pass. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Understanding that will help you not fight it, which will get it through it quicker and a little bit easier. But because of this, I feel like some of you, this may already be ongoing. It may have occurred in your recent past or be ongoing. And a natural, sometimes unnatural response to dealing with challenges is sometimes we just get overwhelmed and there's a part of us that kind of shuts off. We have to go through a kind of an internal reboot system. And during that, we just kind of feel very blah, just very disconnected. Now, the Tower card is clarified by the King of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a male because it's a king, but this is a general reading. It could definitely be female as well, and they are not always gender specific, even in personal readings. Somebody solid, stable, reliable, at the top of his game, probably somebody comfortable, if not well off. It could represent that what has some unexpected thing that's happened is your finances or your partner's finances have been taken a real hit. It could represent that some kind of partnership or relationship or collaboration with someone who's represented by the King of Pentacles has happened. Perhaps there's been a relationship breakup or breakdown or some kind of calamity or unexpected thing that's happened. It could be in your work or job or finances as well. Let me pull, but I feel like it actually, I feel like for a lot of you, this reminds me of somebody else's reading too. I think it was Pisces for mid-month. And I think they had the King of Pentacles for their person as well. Some of you may want to hop over to Pisces and watch that. It may resonate with your rising or moon or Venus sign or something of that sort. So, but I feel like for many of you, maybe not for all of you, but for many of you, this King of Pisces represents an actual person, whether they are an earth sign or not. Maybe they just have a lot of earth in their natal chart. But I feel like this breakdown or break or difficult, challenging, unexpected event had to do with a relationship that you have with this King of Pentacles, a relationship of some kind. Now, this is a general reading and everybody's stories are different, lives are different. So for some of you, it might be a love and romance. It might be a friendship. It might be a family member. It might be a boss or a colleague. Let's see if we can clarify this Tower card any further. What is this breaking down? What is this Tower card? Three of Pentacles, partnership, teamwork, collaboration. So it definitely looks like there's been a breakdown, a breakup, a breakdown, a relationship, a partnership, teamwork, collaboration. This is earth energy, so it may have something to do with a work situation, a work colleague or boss, a work project of some kind. There's been some kind of unexpected thing happening that is maybe making working with someone very challenging, or the breakdown of a partnership or collaboration. Some of you, this might be in the romantic area as well. And you're feeling just very disconnected from having to deal with it all and feeling like, you know, oh my gosh, how do I get through this? Do I want to get through this? Should I get through this? Should I give up? Maybe feeling discouraged, depressed, worn out, wanting to give up, which is the next card, the Nine of Wands, wanting to. Here's yet another obstacle, yet another challenge I've got to get through. Can I? Do I want to? How do I do it? I'm so tired. I've fought a million battles already. I just want to be done. I want to go home and take my armor off and put my feet up and have a beer. That's all I want. I'm discouraged. I feel like giving up. This is the 11th hour card. I always feel that with this card. It's darkest before dawn. Tens represent cycle completion. The circle coming, something coming full circle, completion. Whether it's completion in I'm leaving something behind forever, or completion in I'm transitioning to another phase of something. So this poor, tired, worn out soldier, you, doesn't realize that how close he is to being done. This obstacle he's run into, this Tower card energy, because it's sitting right next to the Tower card, it feels like yet another big thing he has to, it's going to be some interminable length of time, but it's not. He's at a 9. He's so close, so close. You're so close, Aquarius. get through it with the quality. You can get through this, I believe, by the character traits that are inherent to your suit anyway, that you already possess. Because what clarifies the Nine of Wands is you, the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing as a female, could be a male. The Queen of Swords, she has transitioned and evolved because she's a queen beyond this Nine of Wands, but she used to be this Nine of Wands. The Queen of Swords has a long road behind her. She has sometimes been nicknamed the single, the divorced woman, the widowed woman. And I think it's because the Queen of Swords has a long road behind her. And that road has not been easy. She's worn all the t-shirts. They're all hanging up in her closet. She's known it all. She sees it all. She can see BS. She can smell it coming a mile away and has no patience for it. She cuts it off right at the nub. She usually is, the court cards of air, swords, are usually very direct and very good communicators, and she's very direct. She doesn't sugarcoat anything or BS, and she can recognize it and doesn't like it. She doesn't tolerate fools well, because she's been through a lot, this person, and because of that, she has learned a lot. She has a lot of insight, wisdom, and clarity. She uses the truth, reality, practicality, the facts, as a weapon, as a way to discern and figure things out. And she also uses that to get through difficult times too. She has enough road behind her that she understands. She's been through enough battles to understand, yes, it's another obstacle and I don't feel like dealing with it and I'm tired, but it's just another obstacle. I am close. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's not interminable. It's not forever, even though there are days where it feels like that. She knows the facts about that, and so she gets through it that way. The only challenge, the only caution, Aquarius, is that sometimes when we have that long, difficult road, we can get rather cynical and jaded and bitter. Don't do that. This is about being stronger, not tough. This is about being wise, but not closed off. So make sure that the experiences and the lessons you've learned lead to a greater sense of insight, wisdom, and compassion. Don't turtle up, okay? So it's understandable that you're going through this Four of Cups, and I think perhaps some of you may just, you're so close, may just in very short order, especially if you're so close to getting through the end of this, maybe take some time off, recover, recuperate, get away for a little vacation or a weekend or something, and just kind of take some time to recoup from whatever this is. Let's pull one final advice and guidance card for you. Had a leaper. Four of Swords. That's your advice. Four of Swords is the card about withdrawing temporarily, meaning that this situation probably needs some more wrap up. You're at a 9. You're almost there. You're almost done with this thing. You're close to this, whatever this completion is. For the time being, you're taking a temporary step back to recover, recuperate. You're tired, worn out, overwhelmed, exhausted. The swords represent basically the tower, whatever the challenge, the issue, the struggle is. This soldier has taken off his helmet and his hand gauntlets, but he still has his armor on, which implies that he's just taking a break before he goes back in and finishes this, because that's all you have to do is finish something. You're already very close. But because you're feeling tired, apathetic, you're just not plugged in, always prone to making bad decisions in those time frames, it's best not to, under those emotional arenas, when we feel tired, worn out, exhausted, stressed out, we tend not to see things in their totality or in their reality. We can often sometimes run the risk of making bad decisions. So take some time off, get some perspective, some rest, and then go back in, and I think you'll be able to see things quite a bit more clearly, as the Queen of Swords would, and make a decision as to how to proceed from here, because I think you're very close to being done with whatever this is. Some cycle is wrapping up. Okay, Aquarius, that pretty much wraps up your May 2019 mid-month general reading. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it helpful and useful. Again, if any of you are interested in scheduling a personal reading with me, especially if this resonated with you, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you. You can get that info and contact details by clicking on the description link below. I do love and romance, of course, compatibility charting, career work and finance, investment readings. I offer gift readings as well for friends, family, and loved ones, which make great gifts because personal readings are so personal. And I also offer 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in your life in all the main areas over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. I don't usually like to look too far beyond a year because there's too many variables. And you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo, which most people find helpful, particularly for fast answers to quick, easy questions. For more complicated issues, particularly relationship issues, more traditional readings are best. So email me in that respect. So I will see you all again, Aquarius, in a couple of weeks for the June 2019 general readings. Until then, as always, joy, peace, blessings, and a happy, healthy life to you. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.